On a rainy night, Ash and Martha arrive at a remote house, unloading boxes and settling into a new bedroom. Martha notices a picture of a young Ash, while Ash receives a picture of a small boy on his phone, creating a sense of mystery. The next morning, while Ash leaves for a drive, Martha reviews art on her laptop, reminded that renters are due back. Martha answers a call, needing a customer reference number, while looking at the photo of the child on the mantelpiece and using a holographic art surface. She then receives an email from Ash Starmer. Alarmed and upset, Martha answers a call from Sarah, who urges her to try grief software that will allow her to communicate with her deceased son. Martha is repulsed by the idea. Later, sick and vomiting, Martha struggles with the recent turn of events. Ultimately, despite her hesitations, Martha looks out the window and presses the button to initiate contact with the software, hoping to communicate with her deceased son. Distraught about her pregnancy, Martha texts Ash, then cries when he responds with joy. Alarmed by a troubling message, Naomi video calls Martha, who insists she's fine. Martha, upset, looks at old footage of Ash and then texts the AI version of him, initiating a conversation that unsettles her due to its realism. She later hikes to a cliffside meadow and video calls AI Ash, recounting a story, and the conversation grows tense, with AI Ash asking her to photograph the scenery. At the doctor's office for an ultrasound, Martha records the procedure for AI Ash, but something goes wrong, leaving her distressed. Back home, overwhelmed, Martha talks to Ash on the phone and learns about an advanced, expensive upgrade. A delivery arrives with a large box containing synthetic body parts. A female delivery worker receives Martha's shattered phone as verification. Martha unpacks the limbs, disturbed, as AI Ash's voice guides her to prepare a bath with nutrient gel and electrolytes. Ash calls again, sounding robotic, then admits it isn't really him and abruptly ends the call, leaving Martha terrified. Finally, a synth clone delivery service arrives, and a woman carries the synthetic limbs into the bathroom, where Martha discovers Ash now in the bath naked. Distressed, Martha needs a drink, and Ash offers to make her food, saying he doesn't need to eat, but he can chew and swallow to make her more comfortable. She questions whether Ash should be drinking alcohol, but then dismisses her concerns, saying it is just one night. Martha looks at Ash, remarking that he looks like her deceased son did on a good day, and she examines his soft, smooth skin. She cries, then embraces and kisses Ash before they move to the bedroom, where intimacy occurs. Later, Martha is disturbed that Ash sleeps with his eyes open, and he explains that he doesn't really need to sleep but is willing to comply with her wishes. The next morning, after a sunrise, Martha is painting when her friend Naomi arrives unannounced, curious about the new roommate. Their conversation hints at intimacy between Martha and Ash, with Naomi pointedly asking, "Is he nice?" The new roommate, revealed to be the AI Ash, is outside but unable to cross an invisible barrier more than 25 meters away from the house. The next day, she finds him still confined to the same radius. Martha shouts at Ashley to get out of his house. He mentions an activation point and his administrator, the latter of which he describes in a way that agitates Martha. Questioning him again about the administrator and the activation point, it becomes clear he is bound to the location. At a beach, Martha suffers a crisis and walks towards the cliff top, followed by Ash. She confronts him, stating that this is all wrong and demands he leave his house. Ash, attempting to understand, says that he did not insult her, but offers to find insults in his database if that would make her happy. Martha rejects this. Martha, frustrated by AI Ash's lack of genuine emotion and history, demands he jump off a cliff. When he complies, she accuses him of not truly understanding fear, leading to a disturbing exchange where Ash initially feigns, then genuinely expresses terror, leaving Martha shaken. The scene shifts to Martha preparing a birthday cake with her young daughter, who asks for an extra slice to take upstairs. Martha and her daughter ascend to the attic via pull-down stairs, where another version of AI Ash awaits. The daughter claims she only wanted the extra cake slice before calling for her mum. A concerned Martha, alone at the foot of the stairs, begins to climb into the attic.